Every so often I like to make a video thanking my subscribers and my fans for donating to my channel. Luna, you want to chase the ball? You know, it feels really good to know that people are so moved by my content that they feel motivated to funnel money and finances into my cause. So in a world where food costs money, in a world where electricity bills cost money, and it costs money to make these videos, and the time that I take to make these videos, this is all time that I could be using working and making money. But I do it for free because I believe in the power of, you know, spreading information, and I believe in the power of this channel. And I also believe in the power of everyone else who's making channels to spread information, to try to awaken people. I've said it once and I'll say it again. The internet is one of the greatest weapons against the system right now, because we can spread information like a virus. And in a world where information is one of the essential keys to igniting passion and igniting and awakening in people's minds and hearts, I mean, this is a very powerful tool, the internet. So again, I wanted to thank everyone who's donated to this channel. Unfortunately, I don't have time to, you know, to thank everyone in the manner in which I wish I could. So that's why I'm making this video. This video is for the people who continue to donate. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it just feels good. And, you know, I wish money didn't exist. I wish we didn't have to rely on finances and dead pieces of paper from dead trees to, you know, purchase things and put a value on things. But unfortunately right now, in hell, that's the way things are. So let's make the most of it. Let's use money wisely. Let's invest wisely. An investment is something that gives you twice as much back that you invested in. So, you know, if you invest in an $8 bag of hibiscus flower tea, if you use it properly and if you fast properly and you don't overindulge, you can get so much out of that. Just a simple little bag of tea, you can get so much out of it if you use it properly. And again, that's an investment. You pay a certain amount of money and it gives you twice as much back in the form of health and clarity and consciousness. So many of these teas, so many of these barks and extracts and algae and different flowers, flower essences and health food, if you use it properly, if you don't eat too much, you really will expand your consciousness. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, the less you eat, the longer you live. To me, that's very true. The amount of oxidative damage that is caused, the amount of oxygen that the body requires to break down foods is exponential. And when you're constantly in a state of digestion, you take away the power of your body to heal, because all of its energy is used to break down these solid foods. And most of the foods that people are eating are very, very solid. That's just the unfortunate truth here, people. So if you want to get the most out of fruit, if you want to get the most out of vegetables, to take them medicinally, you break them down in a blender or a juicer. Let's face it, I mean, this body favors liquid over solid foods. I'm not saying that in today's world some solid foods are a bad thing, because part of being happy here in this matrix and getting shit done is indulgence. Structured and healthy and holy indulgence is a very important thing in this world, but unfortunately it's very easy to overindulge. And when you overindulge, you really can set yourself back with your health. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've made so much progress with my health, and then, you know, made 10 steps forward to make 30 steps backwards. So what I'm getting at is it can be very upsetting and very stressful to set yourself back and make progress and then lose it all by letting go of your dietary vows, or, you know, going, oh, I'm just going to let go for a couple days and eat what I want because I think it's healthy. It's going to help alleviate stress. These are just mental programs being embedded into our consciousness from this culture that we live in. And we can either accept these engrams or we can reject them, because let me tell you, every time I've let go and said, all right, I'm just going to let go and have some vegan or vegetarian junk food, I need it, blah, blah, blah. Right after I eat that shit, I feel like garbage. So staying on track is essential in this world where you are being influenced to get off track, but it's up to you to stay on track. It's not the system's fault. The system's there to tempt you and to attempt to bribe you into giving yourself over to it. So many people may think I sound crazy for saying that it's important to, care about what you eat, or it's important to care about your environment, etc. I mean, I'm just crazy. I must be insane for caring about the place that I live and caring about what I put into my system. If you knew half as much as I do about these ingredients, you wouldn't want to eat them. And let me tell you, I'm guilty of eating them at times too. We live in a very stressful world, and sometimes we use things to escape. And unfortunately, sometimes that's drugs or alcohol or food. Food is probably the worst drug on the planet. It won't kill you as fast as, say, heroin or things of that nature. It's a slow kill, soft kill system, but that's what's so horrible about it. It kills you slowly. It kills you without you even noticing it. It calcifies you. It damages your tissues. It ruins your clarity, man. Your clarity is essential out here. And I don't mean clarity like, oh, I don't have anxiety anymore, bro. I can go to work. It's easy, My social anxiety's gone, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean real clarity. Getting some light and some activation back in your chakras so that you can see out here into the ether. And chances are that's going to make your anxiety worse, people. Because the more you can see the truth, the more you're going to realize the insanity of the system. So don't approach health and don't approach veganism and all this herbalism with, oh, I need to do this so I can get clear, bro. I'm going to get clarity. What the fuck clarity do you want? Do you want clarity so that you can fucking just have an easy life here in this Satan system? Or do you want clarity so that you can see the insanity, so that you can attempt to fight back in any way, shape, or form that you can against this beast? And let me tell you, the smallest little actions here in this matrix can make huge results on the spiritual plane, the astral planes, the etheric planes. So, in a world where pretty much no one here in the United States is even attempting to fight back against the system through prayer or pouring libations for the earth, etc., the smallest little things can have huge fucking impacts on the collective consciousness, on the earth, etc. There are angels around you at all times, spirit guides, animal totems. And when you do things for the earth, when you pray, etc., they see this and they use it as fuel to fight on the spiritual levels. It's a very complicated issue I'm not going to get into right now. My little dog is having a very good time. What are you doing, Luna? Huh? What are you doing, bud? So, unfortunately, I made that video in the shade, and this camera sucks in the shade. God damn it. Should have made it in the sun, but it is what it is. It's just another day here in hell. These skies may look somewhat blue, but this is fake weather. Learn how to spot fake weather. Depending on where you live, you're going to be getting sprayed heavily day in and day out with chemtrail, solar radiation management, geoengineering aerosol spray programs. So this may look like a clear sky, but again, in the early 90s, the skies were dark, deep blue. And really starting in 1995 and 1996, when they really started to crank up their program with the spraying, the skies now have a silver bluish haze. And most people, I don't know what it is, if there's just fluoride heads or what, they don't even seem to be able to notice this shit. So, again, part of fighting this spiritual war is caring for your environment, and part of you regaining your spiritual armor is to realize that you're being poisoned here, people. This is no joke. What the hell's the matter with you? This is not a joke. Oh, he's talking about chemtrails again. Luna, leave it. Leave it. What's up, man? Right on. Excuse me. You know, part of you regaining your clarity is to realize that you're being poisoned. Because if you can't realize that you're being poisoned, how the fuck are you going to fight back? Part of you regaining your spiritual armor, your breastplate, your spiritual helmet on the astral plane, etc. Your spiritual armor gloves, your etheric gloves. Etheric armor. This shit's real, people. Part of you getting that back is to take away the poisoning that's been put inside your physical body, your holy temple. And let me tell you, when you do take care of yourself, you do build, Luna, leave it, you do build spiritual armor. And I need to make a video on that. And there's meditations you can do to increase the amount of activity you have in your aura. Your aura is your protective ovum. It's the protective egg that your earth gave you, your genetics and your DNA gave you, so that you can safely navigate through this matrix and make it out in one piece, so that you can ascend and get out of this prison planet. This planet is a prison. It is a game. It is an illusion. Physical realm is real, but the way it's been set up by the archons, it's here to keep you they want you to be recycled over and over and over, so that you can never ascend out of here and get the fuck out of this dimension. So I need to make a video on that, and I will. But take a little stroll with me through the park. Nice catch. You know, it's just insane. There are compounds within these herbs that help your liver, help your organs cleanse themselves. And when you cleanse these tissues, when you give a fuck about yourself, on the auric levels, on the Merkabic levels of these glands, of these tissues, your cellular structure, etc., you begin to create a shield. So working with the earth, working with these elements, working with the element of air, fire, earth, air, fire, and water, excuse me, and spirit, you can really, really, you know, increase your auric magnificence, and you can feel the protection around you. So many people many people don't want to know the truth because the truth is so hard to swallow. I mean, we live in the truth is hardcore, people. It's so grim and it's so disgusting and it's so satanic in nature that most people would rather just keep hitting the snooze button than awaken to the reality of it, because again, most people have been put into la la land where they think everything's fine and fucking dandy out here. They think everything's a piece of cake with frosting on top. So again, the adults have been reduced to little boys. On the spiritual level, they're still wearing diapers. Any man who's not man enough to wake up to the truth and fight back against this system is not a fucking man. I don't know why men think they're men. You're not a man, you're a lost little boy. Out here, you've been thrown down here, and you don't even know why you're here. You don't even know why you're here. We as a species have lost all ether connection to the earth, to the angels. Lunabug! And we are suffering the ramifications of it now. Lunabug! I don't want her running out into the street. So again, I'm going to wrap this one up. On behalf of the Sacred Starseed Serpent Uraeus YouTube channel, I hope that this video and my messages in my channel can help inspire you to start taking your power back. I hope that my messages in my channel can help inspire you to get closer to what you view your God to be. I hope that my messages in my channel can help inspire you to get closer to the Christ current. The Kundalini. How do we get connected to the Kundalini? Well, you could start by fucking walking barefoot on the earth. You could start by saying a prayer. You start by wanting it. It's not just a fucking item that you pay $1 for. Like, ooh, I want to have a Kundalini awakening. I'm gonna go get it. You don't pay for this shit. You have to want it. You have to desire it. You have to desire it so strongly that you never give up. Many people want all this enlightenment, but when they find out that it's not just a fucking dollar menu item, they don't want to put in the work. So we're under spiritual war here, people. Go touch a fucking tree. I cannot tell you how beneficial that is, to touch fucking trees. But due to the fact that you've been conditioned and you've bought into it, you participate in your programming, you think that there's no magic left in nature, so you don't even know how to communicate with the tree. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but I mean, god damn, have we lost our souls here in this fucking matrix. We are existing in an ocean of Wi-Fi that we cannot see, touch, hear, or taste, or feel. We are sleeping in houses that essentially are life-sucking vampiric energy pods, which rob us of our electrical conductivity while we sleep, because we're living in a Wi-Fi EMF bubble, and we think it's fine and dandy. We pay rent. We give our hard-earned money to live in these life-sucking energy, etheric, vampiric energy pods known as a house. The paint is toxic. The water is toxic. If you knew what was in the water pipes, it would make you throw up. The air conditioning that you use is toxic. The refrigerator, the freon generating refrigerator is toxic. Everything is toxic. But you don't want to know the truth. You want to say, oh, he's just a fucking negative motherfucker. He's saying everything's toxic. You don't want to realize the truth because you're too afraid. Huh? Excuse me. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick here. So, got a little piece of obsidian here. I love this stone. It's one of my favorites. I'm not one of these people out here that goes on the internet and looks up the meanings of stones, like, oh, obsidian's good for cleansing the aura and this and that. No. Says who? People need to learn to just go out and pick up stones and use their own intuition. Meditate with the stones. You can learn a lot by meditating with crystals, but you can also do a lot of damage to your spiritual integrity by believing everything that you read on the internet. Such as, okay, I got a piece of amethyst. I'm gonna look up on the internet what it means. Oh, it's for the crown chakra, it's for this. And you believe that. Shit ain't true. Isn't true, excuse me. Just because it's purple doesn't mean that it resonates with the crown chakra. Amethyst can be used for so many purposes other than the crown chakra, but people think, it's just insane. That's what I'm getting at. Looney, see if she can catch it. Nice. That's another thing. I mean, you want to increase your spiritual life, get a pet. Get a snake, get a dog, get a cat, get a frog. Peace be with you.